Welcome to another episode of Lunch with the Shark. Join us as we dive deep into discussions about business, accounting, and finance to help you build a business that thrives. Now sit back and have a bite with your host, the Shark CFO, Vidal Espinosa.
Well, hello, good afternoon. Welcome to a new edition of Lunch with the Shark. I am your host, Vidal, the Shark CFO Espinosa, and we are live on this December 28th, 2020. We are 4 days away of finalizing 2020. Wow, what a year. What an experience. What a ride. I hope everybody that is tuning in loves roller coasters, because if we were to define 2020, it was actually a roller coaster. That's based on my perception, my interpretation, my belief, and everything that has transpired in the world, just in general in the world for 2020. It's been a roller coaster. Nevertheless, this roller coaster has left us so much learning, so much experience, so much knowledge that it's going to take scholars, historians, and everybody years to dissect and to analyze, I don't know, maybe day by day for this year. And there's so much we can learn from this. And this week's topic, it's going to be planning. Planning for your next year, planning for your future years, planning for the new year, planning. Yes, we are in the last week of this year, and I hope you've done it. But if not, there's always right this moment, so we can start this planning. And I want to help you achieve that planning. And mind you, it doesn't have to be, again, it doesn't have to be the perfect planning. It doesn't have to be 100 pages of a thesis on your business planning for 2021. It doesn't have to be that. And I'm going to start by not defining what planning, not defining how to plan. We're going to talk about 7 ways to prepare your business for the new year. But first, we are going to talk about goals, okay? And I'm going to give you a quote from Greg Reid. He is a bestseller author, and every coach, Tony Robbins says it. Every coach, and they say a dream written down with a date becomes a goal. A dream written down with a date becomes a goal. So start by writing your dreams and putting a date right next to it, and that's a goal. Okay. Over the last week, I've heard somebody said, "Oh, whenever I open my real estate agency office," that's a dream. And I turned to her and I said, "By when?" "Oh, whenever I have chance." When is that? Because if you've dreamed this for the last 10, 20 years and you haven't done it, it's just a dream. And I'm sorry, but your goal, it's never going to be achieved. It's just a dream. A goal broken down into steps becomes a plan. Every single email that I write down or I send over to clients and friends, it's very interesting because I do bullet points, A, B, C, D, and E, or whatever, any amount of bullet points. And I'm very clear, step by step. So if that goal, and let's continue with the example that I said about this real estate office. if she has a date to open, that's in general, her dream is to open a real estate agency managing office. Okay? She even has the name. That's the dream. So if she says that by March 31st, 2021, that office it's going to be open. Now we need a detailed plan to open it. So how am I going to do it? Step by step. Just write down everything that you can imagine possible and necessary to achieve that goal by that date. It's like writing or preparing a cooking recipe, step by step. Okay? So now we have two words, goal and plan. We started it with a dream, goal and plan. A plan backed by actions makes your dream come true. It's a full circle. Okay? So if your plan, and we consider it a cooking recipe, your plan are the ingredients. Backed by an action makes your dreams come true. The actions are the instructions on how to utilize and combine those ingredients. Plain and simple. The only thing you need to do is you need to sit down, purge. So maybe after a weekend of purging, maybe this was a long weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, just purge and sit down. Today's a perfect day. When is the perfect day? Today. Right now. That's the perfect date and perfect moment. You see, there's a goal. My goal is to have my plan by today, December 28th, 2020. I have broke down the ingredients, and then I create, which is the plan, and then I create a action step by step, okay, that makes my dream come true. That's simple. Goals are part of the 7 ways to prepare your business for the new year. As a small business owner and entrepreneur, the end of the year marks an important milestone. Yes, we made it. We made it, and you should be happy, celebrating, because not everybody, and mostly on 2020, made it. And I'm not saying, I'm sorry, people that have passed away, but I'm saying businesses. Not every single business has made it in 2020. Tons of businesses have shut down forever and ever, in secula seculorum. Okay, you should be celebrating. Okay, you have beaten the odds. But before we celebrate too much, it's important to make sure our plan, our business plan, is in tip-top shape for the coming years. So here are 7 things we need to do right now, ready for next year, and make it even better. The first and foremost, it's actually clean the house. Yes, clean the house. A new calendar, it's a great reason to purge the junk of your desk. Go through your files, emails, archive what you no longer need immediately at hand. Deal with the things that need attention and get rid of the rest. That's very simple. Whatever files you've not opened in the last 3 months, you're not going to open it anymore. I would actually go as far as evaluate your team. Do a sincere, honest evaluation on your team. See who's adding value to your clients and to your business. Analyze that. Even yourself, are you adding value to your clients and to your business? Number 2, review your year. Look at your numbers. Do you have numbers? Revenue, profit margin, and many other key performance indexes, trends, and lessons learned. Document everything. Avoid having to relearn the lessons by tracking evidence of what works and what doesn't and why. An impeccable record of your history is the best way to prepare for the future. Successful business owners always write books. That's the review of the year or years of experiences. They keep records. Most important are your numbers. Do you have numbers? Does your accountant or your bookkeeper has provided you numbers? At the beginning of December, a client of ours contacted me and said, hey, do you have the information on my payroll? I'm like, sure, here it is, blah, 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 blah. And I said, what about your numbers? Like, has your bookkeeper finalized them? Can you send them to me? The end of the year, it's almost over. I want to review them, blah, 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 blah. Oh, I need to get a hold of them. And then I immediately thought to myself, well, if you're asking me for your payroll information in December, that means that you haven't logged in to your payroll ledgers. So therefore, your numbers are not right. They don't have numbers. How can you make decisions? How can you review your year? How can you plan? But they're too cheap to pay for us. We would be on top of that information like that, even quarterly, which is enough for that client. Review your customers. Yes. The same way you review your internal team, yourself, your vendors. Who did you love? Who did you want to strangle? And who did you actually fire? Review revenues and profit margins by clients and update your target market profile as necessary. Look, after 2020, the business arena has dramatically changed. Even before, you cannot sell to the universe. It's impossible. At least it's not impossible, but it's time consuming and resource consuming. What's your niche? Do you even know what a niche is? Are you specialized in something? That's where every service it's going to. Your specialty dictates your niche. Who are you going? It's easier for you to aim towards a niche of clients through your services, your specialty, and get accurate numbers. Increase your profits. We spoke about this a couple of weeks ago. Number 4, and this is painful. This is painful for a lot of us. Get your tax records in order. Regardless of your tax schedule, every person you employ or contract needs their paperwork. By law, that paperwork must be postmarked by January 31st. Contact your accountant now to make sure you're prepared for this taxes. Listen, if you were my client, if you were clients of Invictus Advisors, we would have internal controls, yes, procedures for your accounting department. Before, and this is a rule of thumb, before you submit any payment to any vendor, regardless of the type of vendor there is, if it's a independent contractor, a supplier, whatever it is, every single client of ours must submit to us a W-9 from that vendor. Why? Because that provides us the assurance that by the end of the year, we have their tax information and we can provide them those 1099s. Employees the same as well, the same. If they don't provide us their information, they are not disbursed their first payroll. Big expenses, big purchases, they provide us with those invoices. So we can make sure that we are ready to deduct, accurately record, or depreciate, amortize that expense. Number 5, get informed. New laws for small businesses take effect most of the times January 1st of every year. Is anything new going to impact your business? Avoid the penalties and the compliance before you have to do it. Very simple. Contact your HR consultant, contact your attorney, or your accountant. Dude, an accountant should not be a person that you see once a year. Or your business attorney. They are the best source of information for you to be compliant. Again, you are not supposed to be knowledgeable on these areas. You are supposed to be running a business with the information that the experts provide you. You are an expert, yes, I hope so, in your field, in your business, in your niche. That's all you are, nothing else. You should not be an expert in accounting or taxes, or think you are an expert in taxes or an accountant. We actually not fired, but did not follow up on the proposals of a very, very, very big client, because they were trying from the get-go. They were trying to tell us which tax planning they were looking for, and they wanted for us to implement. They were not letting us do our research and or our job. So if they wanted it to hire somebody to follow instructions, they needed an employee, not a consultant or advisor. We are the experts on tax planning. We are the experts in international taxes, not them. Oh, I heard from this business that they're implementing this planning. I want it. Well, you're not the same as that business, but I want it. Sorry, I can't do it. But I want it. Well, go find your own accountant, internal, and tell them what to do. So get informed. Just inform. Number 6, and we spoke this at the beginning, review your goals. Now that you have dotted your I's and crossed your T's, starts the fun stuff. What do you want your business to achieve for next year? And here's the key. Be smart. Be smart. Set goals rather than dreams or resolutions, especially in your business. There's a difference between a goal and a resolution or a dream. We said it. Your goal is to donate $10,000 to a local job training center by the end of the year. That's the goal. Okay? I'm just defining what a goal with an example. Nearly all successful business owners use SMART. And this is that acronym: specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-based. Very simple. And I'm going to ask my team to actually prepare an infographic about this. SMART: specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-based. And put it up in our social media, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, so you know how to set goals, because this is the way of setting goals. Okay? Goals to achieve their goals. Even though it's redundant, it's the truth. You need to set goals to achieve your goals. And number 7, build your strategy with your team and mentors. Yes. Run it through everyone. Once you have goals for your business, it's crucial to get your team on board. Clarity, not assuming, clarity. Okay, it's for you to communicate with your team what the hell have you set as goals for your business in general per department. I want that my sales department achieve $10 million in goal by June 30th of 2021. That's a goal. Specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-based. Communicate. But if you say, hey, I want you to duplicate my sales by for 2021, what sales? What's the amount? By when? How? Blah, 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 blah. That's not clarity. That's a desire. That's a dream. Clarity. And have your team never assume things whatsoever. Ask. People need to ask. Schedule a planning and strategy meeting with your employees, colleagues, and support system to create the plans you need to reach those goals. Your mentor should be helping you or not helping you, should be listening to your overall goals for your business and personal. Both are going to be intertwined. Okay? Both are going to be intertwined. We're close to saying goodbye to another year. Really close. Was it all that you hope it would be? Did you achieve your goals? Are you living the entrepreneurial dream yet? If not, now, not tomorrow, not next Monday, not next year, is the time to change that for the new year. What are some of your tips or tricks for planning for the new year? Let us know. Send us a message in our social media. Do you have any routines or practices that you like to share? Send it to us. Share it with our community so we can all learn from different practices in different arenas. Wow. It's been an amazing Lunch with a Shark. I like when we provide, based on my beliefs, practical cases, things that we can actually implement. Follow us in our social media, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Spotify, I don't know what else, but send us messages. Let us know what we can do. Let us know what topics you want us for 2021. What do you want us to achieve for you? How can we be of service to you? Yesterday, we actually watched Soul, the new movie from Pixar and Disney. And we're going to talk about it tomorrow. It's a very interesting movie that actually applies to you and your business. It's been great seeing you. Let's finish up with a quote from Steve Jobs. And he said, "Let's go invent tomorrow rather than worried about what happened yesterday." Let's go invent tomorrow rather than worried about what happened yesterday. Is it great seeing you today? Bon appetit. Ciao.
Thank you for listening to Lunch with the Shark. If you would like to set up a consultation with the Shark CFO, Vidal Espinosa, visit his website www.invictus-advisors.com and don't forget to subscribe on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and LinkedIn.